All right. I think I'm gonna have to get in on this at the close of this candle. Whoa, okay, it's much bigger than I'm letting on. Yeah, 20 points. I'm in. So this is I just have to make sure which account is which. Long position. This is the challenge with a free reset. And that seems like a good spot. 130. And we will fix that in a second. Create limit. Market 5, 4. Let's go. Done. Quick. This is our normal one. This is our first funded account, baby. Just one. Just one for now. The break is good enough. I don't love the wick, obviously, but we're also coming out of a 4-hour demand zone. I think this is perfect timing. It went deep in the demand zone, so it's no longer, I don't know, technically the demand zone no longer exists, right? But the fact that it was there and there was this much of a reaction off it, I think the reaction has to complete. Hopefully the reaction completes. Cool. All right. So what we're going to do now is quickly just figure out what? How did I get that number wrong? Okay, so wait, 2,104, right? 2,104 added to this number would let me pass my test. Is that correct? Am I wrong? I'm wrong. 294, obviously. I have had my coffee, but I'm kind of hungover from yesterday, and I shouldn't have said that. And tired. I was on the move, and yeah, didn't sleep that much. Blah blah blah. Loads of excuses. What am I doing here? There's 4 contracts on it. Divided by 8, 274. Look at that. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. How crazy is that? Yeah, I've got the instant thing on now. I don't need to confirm. Instant trade execution. So now if this goes, it will go, and we will be happy if it reaches that. Although at the end of do you know, I can make this more aggressive. It's Friday. The free reset thing is gonna finish. Well, the free reset stays on this account, right? I'm not sure how it works, but it's the last trading day before I can't buy a free reset account anymore. So, which is essentially half price. So what we're gonna do, move this from 130 all the way real tight to 60. It's just under this, because I didn't notice this before. This is a 5-minute demand zone. Oh, I'm fucking sore. That's what I like to see. It's rejected off it. 5-minute D. So we move you just underneath here. So now our risk has become 8 times 60, 480. No doy. 480 So we can go in pretty heavy. Let's go in heavy. Market. Oh, 480 is 1200 is the maximum risk. 720 I can do. $720 I can do. This is not looking good though. Let's wait for a rejection. That's it. Let's go. 700 is a bit premature, but it's alright. It's alright. It was sweet while it lasted. Oh God. This is really going against me, hasn't it? There's still time. We're only a minute in, but it looks like we've got that momentum now. I think we're coming back down. Maybe we're going to test this level before we start going back up. Yeah, there we go. So I just did the max daily loss, right? For this evaluation. Oh, please tell me that was the evaluation. That was, yeah. Yeah, I should have left it. This was a bit too aggressive. It's alright. Is there no daily? $48,300. I'm gonna try. Let's see. Oh, come on. Wait. Holy moly. Wait for the end of this candle at least. And these guys have set. We're chilling. This is also a 5-minute demand zone. Let's see if there's any. Yeah. This is the actual demand zone that matters. 15-minute D. Just good enough. There you go, see? That's it. So that 5-minute kind of failed on me. That was a bad hypothesis. I pulled the trigger too early on that account, but yeah, that's the one that doesn't matter. We'll full send that thing. 1 minute 20. If we close green off of this rejection, off of this 15-minute demand, I am going in. You best believe it. You best believe it. And we've broken out again. It's fantastic. So now we will go in like this. Yeah, I'm full sending this account. This is it. If it goes against me, it'll close me out or something. I think it's a soft breach, right? They'll send me an email. This is the purpose of this account. Let's do that again. What? 30 times what? 60. It's 2,000, is that right? Well, it's right. Yeah. That's it. Let's go, man. Let's go now, yeah. What do you mean? Market order rejected. Soft breach. Rejected. I've hit my max daily loss. Maybe I can't do it. Oh, that's a shame. Anyhow, we'll actually make real money instead. Should I take it on my personal? What am I doing? Maybe I should take it on my personal account as well. Chop. It should be the orb strategy is out here, but is it 2 times if I put you there? Risking 260. 272.5. I think 2.5, and on this funded, it's a little bit of a better price. Yeah, whatever. 260-ish. Is that it? Is this it? Yeah. Funded. Sorry. To personal or not to personal? Yes, to personal. Alright, let's do it. Let's just look at the levels. 83925. 83925. 83925. 83925. I mean, I've got to go with the strategy, right? It's moving against me at the moment, but got to follow the rules. 0.5 is fine. 83925. Almost there. Almost there. No, that's fine. I'm risking nothing here. 55. It's not nothing. It's not nothing. This is where it looks like, because it's a 5-minute supply zone. I don't know if that means much. Let's see. 5-minute definitely. I guess that's a supply zone as well. We're gonna hit some resistance in this area for sure. And I'll start trailing heavy in that area. But yeah, this 15-minute is really holding up. Twice it's been tested within this 15 minutes, right? Yeah, once, but yeah. We're coming back down towards it. I think we might chop up here for a bit before we move up, hopefully, but need an influx of volume. Cool, this has gone on way too long. These are the trades. Let's see what happens later on. Okay, we've hit 100 now. Oh, I got this. As a little reward for the USD JPY trade. That's what paid for it, but the reward is actually for my second funded account, baby. This account that I'm looking at. But now that we've hit 100, I'm thinking of just taking it because there's not much movement today. Nothing's really happening today. But why can't I see the volume? Yeah. But I'm hoping for like an afternoon bump. I just wanted to get this documented. I really just wanted to take that 100. On a day like this, it might be a good idea, but it seems like we're building up for an actual move at some point. But most of the steam might have been taken. Yeah, this might have kind of taken the momentum out of the market today. We had 3 big moves, 67k in that 15 minutes. 7:45. I don't even. So I think that's what's happening here, but we might end up creeping. I'm just gonna follow the rules. My rules state that I can only move. I will move my stop loss up here, but only if and when we hit 150. Then I'll give it that room to keep going. I don't know how to, I can only manually backtest that, right? I've got to do that at some point too. How many times should I let that happen? Well, no. We're sticking with that because I think it's the best way to ensure that I'm at least hitting my minimum win that I need, real dollar amount win that I need, while allowing for much larger moves. This is where I need to protect my win. $100. Simple. Eventually I'll start getting squeezed, but I reckon I can go on like this for quite a while. So I have to build that buffer. Obviously, I'm full-time, so at some point I'm going to need this money to pay bills. So far, so good. I think I can give it a good shot, a good few months before I need any money from this. From the personal account, I can, I have taken a bit off the table already. It was I forget how much it was. It was in one of the videos. I'm thinking about doing it again, which actually brings me to starting to ramble, but there is an actual reason. I'm gonna short the pound. I think it's just about starting. I'm gonna get this trade put in today, and this is 1%. So I'm gonna move my. Let's protect this now, and then we can talk about that. Yeah, this is 1%. I need it to be a little bit higher to do that, don't I? Let's wait for this candle. Let's see what happens. This 5-minute candle. Let's see what happens. Let's do this. So yeah, I want to short the pound. I think this is not the thing to be looking at. We can go Nasdaq on here, and I'll put the pound up on TradingView so we have, yeah, see, so it's really been rallying week on week on week. It's overvalued against the dollar. It's going right into these weekly supply zones, and I want to be conservative with my stop loss here. I'd like to put it somewhere here. I'll do a little calculation, see how much I'd actually be risking. But yeah, I want to get out of this trade. And, we're going up. I want to get out of this trade, and then I'm going to put that in so we can stop. That's the idea. The ideal way of, like, my day-to-day function would be the opening range breakout for my day trading strategy. My version of the org for my day trading strategy on the funded accounts, because of course you can't hold on to positions overnight on my funded futures, which is a shame. And just keep building these swing positions on my personal account, so I can hopefully build that up to a good amount as well. And I don't really want to take much off the table with that. I'm still in a few minds about what to do, like what the plan is for. I know one thing: I want it to grow. I want it to get bigger and bigger, giving me more opportunity. But I've yet to decide whether I'm going to be taken out little bits when should I have a system that whenever I win a trade, I take half of that profit and take it out for my life, or take it out and invest, keep putting it into some fund, some long-term investments, or just let it run, I think I'm gonna keep building it, but I do wanna expose myself to some of the. So I've been looking at this strategy where you can just follow American Congress people's portfolios. Yeah, something to think about. Do want to keep this growing. With the payouts, I'll definitely do things like that if and when I have payouts. But I think I'm very much on the side of not withdrawing, like as long as I can. Whenever when I really need money is when I should withdraw. This is not the time for me to have a great lifestyle or whatever it is. I'm hopefully going to be in Vietnam in a few months and enjoy my time there cheaply in a healthy way for my actual health, and not party too much, don't go out too much. And the food there is very cheap in restaurants even, so I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm going to err on the side of keeping money in my account, whether it's funded or personal. Because the personal, the more I build up, if there's 100K in this, I could take a 50K payout, but I also have a lot more drawdown potential then, right? So I can take bigger trades. I could make it into a 1,000 a day instead of just 100 a day like this. This could be 10 contracts right now. What am I risking there? What is it? 252, 2,500, and just skim that Skim that 100 at least. Protect that 100, 1,000 every day. That would be fantastic. So yeah, I would like to not take profits as long as I not request payouts or withdrawals from this as long as I possibly can. Glad that's settled. I am recording for no reason. Okay, I literally stopped recording less than a minute ago just to hit my target and start recording again. Let's be precise here. So 50, 21, 17. 21,017 even. There you go, protected. Let's just... Oh yeah, now I can actually move up a little bit. Let's do that. 100 something is protected, and now we might start running. Let's go, baby. Yeah. Now this... What? Oh, don't do this to me. Oh my god. Don't do this. Oh, that's so dumb, man. That needs to stop happening. Come on. Let me quickly open Trade Evade. Oh, I can't believe that shit. I'm gonna be about there. Once this candle closes, I'm gonna be about 20% of it. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oh, I hope that's not on video, eh? No, it's not. Maximum number of sessions have been... Trading... There's 2 on TradingView? I can't even do that. Oh, it's the one that I've logged out of already. It's just I understand. Now I don't even know how to use this, do I? Oh, I don't even know how to do it. Still a noob. For all your bluster, you can't even operate like basic operations of a platform. I don't know how to do it. I actually don't know how to do it. Trade. Follow. This one's there. I'm actually going to protect, what is it, 30%, sorry. Yeah, it looks about right. Can't do it on either of them. That is so annoying. Why? Let's try. If it's been open for a while, I think the last time this happened, it was open for a while. And it actually happened just like this too. I moved the stop loss on one account successfully, and then it just took away my ability to do that. Oh, that is such a piss take. Oh my word, I'm so annoyed. Ugh, what am I doing? Trade away, wait, web. At least I've protected 100 on this, but I need this up here, man. This is not it. You can click and drag apparently. Why can't I click and drag on it won't let me. I can only close it, and then if I do that, I'll really be screwed. I'll really be lost. It doesn't actually show this one, does it? What is that? Why can't I click on this? Oh, this is so annoying. Trade mode. ATM is off. Exit. No. Oh, this is so dumb. What just happened, man? Oh, I've put it on there now. Stop type. Trailing stop. What? I don't even know. Disable fucking hotkeys. Trade mode, no. Why am I'm bad at this? I need to fix this. I need to be able to operate the platforms. Open the orders tab. No, that's the accounts tab. Modify order and enter the new stop loss price. Okay. Where's the orders tab? Where's the orders tab? How do I open? This is... I'm embarrassing myself. To myself, like... Why do I keep thinking 2600 when it's actually 2500, right? Where did 2600 come from? Orders, I found it. God damn it, please just show me. Oh, today. Why can't I press it? It's got a red... This is the account report, yeah. Orders tab. Yes, I see it. I see it. I can't modify though. It won't let me do anything to it. Can't do anything to it. What can I do to it? If I lose money because of this, I'm gonna be pissed. I kind of am already. This might have closed. I'm gonna look at the chart in a second, and I will close it if it would have closed. I'm gonna close it. Right click is not working. There's a video guide.
Trader-based orders modules are designed with a secondary menu to perform additional actions quickly and efficiently. Additional order details can be shown by right-clicking the order and then click Order Details. The details of the order and timestamps shown in a single window. To view quote info, right-click the order and then click Quote Info. The details of the product are shown in a single window. You can easily add modules to your layout directly from the secondary menu. Right-click the position and drag the module to your preferred location.
That didn't help at all. It would have closed, I think. I wanted to put it here though. Yeah, it's time to close it. Whoa, don't. Okay, it's time to close now.
Order filled. Order filled.
That was silly, man. No good. Very bad. What happened here? Oh, we actually hit my profit target on this one. Nice. Nice little win for the day. Yeah, it came right up to my 5-minute supply zone and turned around. I'm so pissed off about this. Okay, whatever. That's it. We had a good day. I'm gonna go and figure this out because this is I can't keep doing that. I would have made a little bit more money. Potentially. At least on the 120, at least on the first funded account, the one that ends in 4, I would have made a little bit more money. Okay, alright, enough. Okay, Trump is signing an executive order for AI. If this lets me, I would like to. It's not going to let me, is it?
Also, we need, we're including artificial intelligence in everything we do. If we don't, we're not fast enough. We're not keeping up with that.
It's an AI bill. NASDAQ is perfect. Please, even one.
Order rejected.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, it's too high risk for my funded accounts, man. Can't just trade news like that.
I'm going to be doing them also, but a little bit. I think the focus today is the smaller module, but including we're also doing big plants where needed. They won't be needed too much, but they'll literally be able to do it in the entire state. And you read a lot about cost overruns in a couple of states that were pretty significant, but we're not going to have cost overruns. The technology's come a long way, both in safety and cost.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. 5 minute.
Joe, why don't you kick it off? Sure, my name is Joe Dominguez. I run Constellation Energy. We have about 25% of the nation's fleet. We're the largest publicly traded nuclear company in the world. We're in the middle of a merger with Calpine, and once completed, we will be the largest electric producing company in the world. Not enough power to produce to cover all of Mexico, actually.
I didn't know that. When we talked, you were so modest.
That's normally not said about nuclear.
Order filled.
Oh, that is big.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
That is so big.
And the big change here is not only the technology that's come around, but we have some of the largest companies in the world, hyperscalers, who need this energy for AI, who are now working with us to fund the development and construction
Order
of
filled.
next-generation nuclear. Nuclear is a 20.
There you go. It's kind of a FOMO
24/7.
play, but I'm really thinking this guy, every time he does something,
So we can't
something
use
happens.
intermittent resources. We need something that's always on, 24/7, and nothing does that better. The problem in the industry has historically been regulatory delay. Mr. President, you know this because you're the best at building big things. Delay in regulatory
9, 6, 7.
will absolutely kill you because if you can't get the plant on, you can't get revenue, and the interest costs are hard. We're wasting too much time.
9:14.
And we're answering silly questions, not the important ones. For example, let me give you an example. In 3 places in this country, we're trying to license new reactors.
Nuclear power for AI. That is the arms race now. Nuclear power for server farms.
Just for the NRC to do an analysis that says this is a good place for nuclear. Well, guess what? We've been running nuclear in that community for 4 decades. Why are we even asking that question? I'd rather spend that $35 million, 3 times $105 million, perfecting the design, start building the foundation, and getting going. We need to do this for America.
We need something about the regulatory in here.
Oh, yes, sir. You are, sir.
It's going to be a big factor.
Yes, sir. That issue I just described will be addressed in the CEO and many other issues that we don't have time with the president.
When you say it's very contemplated, just better.
Well, this, Mr. President, this is
I want to be in for this,
something I haven't seen. It brings together all the pieces of government in one place to expedite the process. Under Secretary Burgum's leadership, this has been an amazing thing. It used to be the case that I had to run to about 5 different places in Washington to get one answer, and now it's all together in one place. So all I know about Secretary Burgum and Secretary Wade is if we haven't got it,
This is a 5-minute zone that's been tested and we rejected off it.
Well, I was just going to say commercial nuclear, a bit of an unsung hero, and I just want to thank you, Mr. President, Secretary Burgum, Secretary Wright, for bringing this attention to commercial nuclear. We have the largest and most safe fleet right here in the United States, and upon that, we have fantastic innovation that's being brought forward. And it's going to come in all shapes and sizes, and it's going to actually be coming through some of these companies that you see represented here. We're we're going to have great jobs, we're going to have wonderful energy, and we're going to be ready. So thank you, Mr. President, for leaning in.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Well, first of all, a little MIT nuclear connection. So, yeah, we're working on small reactors. I'm Jake Lewis, CEO.
That's an hour preferred.
Technology America invented, developed, and pioneered, bringing to the market after it sat on the shelf of history for about 40 years. And it's because of the actions that you're doing today that can help unleash that. Changing the permitting dynamics is going to help things move faster. We're seeing private investment flow into the space like we've never seen before. We went public about a year ago. One of the most successful actually the public outcomes was actually that first one because the market needs this and wants this. And under your leadership creating that dominance council, I mean, it's hard to overstate the value of that. And nuclear is a manifestation of energy dominance.
No, not really a good. So what I was looking for is a place to move this up.
And to get back to building, nuclear uses the fewest materials, right? The least amount of concrete, of steel, of fuel, for the amount of energy it produces. So it should be the cheapest, the most scalable, the most sustainable. Just like you mentioned, Mr. President, about the importance of doing that, right? The physics are on our side, and these things help unleash this innovation to actually realize that. So it's never been more exciting.
Very exciting indeed. Go ahead, please.
And I'm Scott Nolan, CEO of General Matter. We're an American enrichment company trying to bring back the U.S.'s lead in producing nuclear fuel. So just like car engines need fuel, nuclear reactors need fuel. Right now the U.S. is completely dependent on other countries to make the key step of enrichment in this fuel. And these executive orders are going to pave the way for the U.S. to regain its lead. So we really appreciate it.
Will you be doing the AI plants? Because we have a lot of them going up now, and we're soon going up, and they need tremendous electricity. Are you going to be involved in any of these?
Yes.
Will a lot of them be using nuclear, or some are using oil and gas, some are using different things? But
Many of them will be, I think.
it just makes a lot of sense.
Nuclear is a perfect solution, and that's where most of them are interested.
Ooh, maybe this scares the tech companies. It's just so much more power.
The first executive order we have for you relates to the issue that Secretary Hegseth was speaking to, which is the need for incredible amounts of power at defense installations and also in AI-focused installations. What this executive order will do is speed up the approval and adoption process for specialized nuclear reactors at these sorts of sites. It also involves the Department of Energy making available the necessary fuel stock. It also creates a special envoy position and a strategy around nuclear technology export. The idea being that we can grow American industry on the back of foreign purchasers who are interested in this sort of technology as well.
I'm just thinking they should say that. I just said, what about auto pens? Can I use an auto pen? What did Biden do? Did he have an auto pen at the desk?
Nuclear power.
No, he didn't do events. He used nuclear power. You know, he didn't do events like this. Yes. Otherwise, you walk into the other side of the room, have an auto pen. Here it is. It's phase one. Very big phase. Very important phase.
Sir, this next executive order is intended to reform the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. You heard a few of the people here speak about the complex regulatory processes that have really held the nuclear industry back. Before 1978, there were 133 reactors built in the United States. Since 1978, only 2 new commercial reactors have come online.
Whoa.
That's because of overregulation, and the goal of this executive order is bringing that regulatory process into line with the actual needs of the industry and public safety, with an end goal of quadrupling the amount of nuclear power production in the next 2.5 decades.
It's fantastic. It's exciting, right? There you go.
This next executive order relates to nuclear reactor testing, sir. The degree of overregulation and governmental inaction in this space in particular has had the effect of throttling development of new, highly modernized nuclear reactors that could really revolutionize the field of nuclear power generation. So this executive order, it orders a revised regulatory process to speed this whole process while preserving, obviously, core safety concerns. It also creates a new pilot program with an expectation that we will have 3 new experimental reactors online by July 4th next year.
Whoa.
lastly, sir, we have an executive order on reinvigorating the nuclear industrial base. There are a number of core issues here, including the issue with fuel feedstock that one of the speakers mentioned before. This executive order, among other actions, includes an invocation of the Defense Production Act in order to spur a closer collaboration with private industry to ensure that we have the fuel supplies we need for a modernized nuclear energy sector. In addition to that, it includes crucial provisions relating to the development of a nuclear energy sector workforce and a number of other key building blocks to the overall nuclear industry that we're trying to spur here.
Come on, son.
We have one more for you here, sir. This doesn't directly relate to nuclear energy, but it's on a similar subject. This executive order is entitled Restoring Gold Standard Science. One of the issues
Energy and technology,
in recent
not
decades
really,
is government policy has been made on the back
They,
of just
somebody told me about the
scientific
reverse
studies and
correlation there.
findings that have included conflicts of interest or scientific misconduct. The purpose of this executive
see that with
order
the
is to
fossil
recenter
fuels and-
policy making around gold standard science, scientific efforts that are followed, appropriate scientific methods that don't include those sorts of conflicts of interest, and to ensure that when departments and agencies are relying on scientific studies to promulgate rules, to promulgate regulations, that the science that they're relying on is highly reliable and available to the public.
You did a very good job. How many people here could have done that? I don't know. I think a lot. Good job.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Is that it?
That's all we have for you now.
Any questions for these brilliant people? They are brilliant people, actually. Yeah, we are. It's become very safe. Actually, it's become very safe, and tremendous work's been done on that more than anything else. And it's really the automatic shutoffs. There's so many different things that they have now that they would have never had. You know, my uncle was a great nuclear person years ago, and that was a different. If you would have asked that question, probably it would have been a much different answer. But they have tremendous shutoff power and other powers that. And very redundant, as I understand it, at a level that nobody's ever seen before. So it's safe. And we're going to do a lot of the small ones, and we're going to do some of the big ones. But yeah, very safe and clean. Let's keep it on this for a little while. Let's keep it on the nuclear, and then if you want to ask something else, which you might, we'll do that. Yeah, please.
What do you think folks were concerned with speeding up licensing or even doing fuel processing races, safety and delivery?
Yeah, we're going to get it very fast, and we're going to get it very safe, and we're going to get the people in and out, and they're going to do plants. In many cases, they'll do 3 or 4 smaller ones and put them together. That's what France has done. France has done a good job of this for years. And they, as I understand it, they had basically one plan, and if they needed more, they'd do 3 or 4 or 5 of them. I don't know, we have to go that far, but you know, there's something about building one big one. But we'll build the big ones too. We're going to have, I think I would say we'll be second to none, because we're starting very strong. But it's time for nuclear, and we're going to do it very big. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, what about the European Union? You said that negotiations are going nowhere. Where are the kind of points
We're still moving. I've been saying to everybody, they've treated us very badly over the years. It was formed in order to hurt the United States, in order to take advantage of the United States, and they've done that. We have a big deficit with them. They sell millions and millions of cars, as you know, Mercedes and BMW and Volkswagen and many others, and we were restricted from selling cars into the European Union, which is not nice. And I just said it's time that we play the game the way I know how to play the game. They've taken advantage of other people representing this country, and they're not going to do that any longer. Yeah.
Mr. President, you are a deal breaker. What are you hoping to achieve with a 50% tariffs?
Well, I think this is, there is no tariff, because what they'll do is they'll send their companies into the U.S. and build their plant. We have, I guess, over 12
Okay,
trillion
apparently
dollars.
Constellation Energy is
If you
there.
look at other presidents, they haven't had $1 trillion for a year, for 2 years, for 3 years. We have numbers. Nobody's ever seen numbers like we have. And if they build their plant here, then they have no tariff at all.
Are you looking for a deal in 9 days? Will you be able to do that?
I'm not looking for a deal. I mean, we've set the deal. It's at 50%. But again, there is no tariff if they build their plant here. Now, if somebody comes in and wants to build a plant here, I can talk to them about a little bit of a delay. But, while they're building their plant, which is something I think that would be appropriate, maybe, we'll determine that.
Is there anything the EU?
Whoa.
I don't know. We're going to see what happens.
Oh,
But right now, it's going on June 1st. And that's the way it is. No, they haven't treated us properly. They haven't treated our country properly.
Nano-nuclear
And they
energy.
banded together to take advantage of us. And the people behind me know, because they had some of that with their industry. But generally, we signed a great
Yes,
deal
I
with
know.
the United Kingdom. We have numerous other deals that are ready to be signed. We've signed a deal with China. We have some really amazing deals, but the European Union, I mean, the sole purpose was really not to hurt us, but to take advantage of us, and we're not going to be taking it.
President on Apple, you said this morning that if they don't make their iPhones in the U.S., you're going to hit them with a 25% tariff. Do you have the power to tariff one single company? And why would you want to put an American company in that way?
It would be more. It would be also Samsung and anybody that makes that product. Otherwise, it wouldn't be fair. So anybody that makes that product, and that'll start. Yes, at the end of June, it'll come out. I think we
See, now we're talking
have
about-
that appropriately done by the end of June. So if they
At
make
least in the
that
short term,
product-
negative
Now, again,
stuff
when they
about
build
tech
their
stocks.
plant here,
And look at it.
there's no tariff. So they're going to be building plants here. But I had an understanding with Tim that he wouldn't be doing this. He said he's going to India to build plants. I said, that's okay to go to India, but you're not going to sell into India without tariffs. And that's the way it is. Yeah.
Why would you put an American system?
What makes governments or that Apple
That's
can
kind of
build in
bad
the United
news.
States at a price in America.
Oh, they can. No, they can. A lot of it's so computerized now. These plants are amazing if you look at them, but they can do that. And actually, as you know, Apple's coming in with $500 billion. So are the chip companies. We have all of the chip companies coming in. The biggest, $500 billion, $200 billion, $250 billion they're spending. But we're talking about the iPhone now, and the iPhone. If they're going to sell it in America, I want it to be built in the United States. They're able to do that.
When you say that Walmart should keep the cost of the tariffs, is that an acknowledgement that it is U.S. companies that bear the brunt of tariffs, not foreign companies?
Sometimes the country will eat it, sometimes Walmart will eat it, and sometimes there'll be something to pay, something extra. I've always been a fan, and I've always believed, and if you look, take a look at what I did 4 years ago. We had the greatest economy, and we had no inflation. Remember
Why
that?
is
We
it
had
going
no
down like
inflation,
this, man?
and yet we had hundreds of billions of dollars of tariffs that I put on China, yet we had no inflation, we had no big cost differential. Oftentimes, and I don't like it when a department store, because they'll do a lot of business, but they announce record profits and everything else. They have to take out some of their profits. They'll make a little bit less money, but I don't want the consumer to pay.
But why impose tariffs that you know are hurting American businesses?
They're not hurting, they're helping, because they're creating jobs in America. We're creating tremendous amounts of jobs in America like you've never seen. We're having investment in America. We're not getting ripped off by every country in the world. We've been ripped off by every country in the world in making their product and sell it. They don't give our people the jobs. They make them with other countries' jobs. And we will have something that nobody will ever see again, I think. I think we have a potential to do numbers that we never envisioned in the wildest year. Look at what's happening. 10 to 12 $trillion in literally a couple of months. It's nothing like that's ever happened. It's a very special, we're doing a very special thing.
Very positive.
We want, if they're going to sell it here, generally speaking, not for all products. There's some products we don't want to make. Frankly, we're much better off getting them elsewhere. But for certain products, we want cars. We want to make cars. We don't want to have And I like Canada very much, but we don't want to have Canada making our cars. We want to make our cars. Oh, it's a phone call. Do you mind? It's only a congressman. I'd let you know, actually.
Mr. President, are you considering stopping other universities from taking more seats?
It's a different congressman. They're all congratulating us. Yeah, it's lucky it is. Okay, let's go.
Are you considering stopping other universities besides Harvard from accepting more?
Well, we're taking a look at a lot of things. And as you know, billions of dollars has been paid to Harvard. How ridiculous is that? Billions. And they have $52 billion as an endowment. They have $52 billion. And this country is paying billions and billions of dollars and then gives student loans and they have to pay back the loans. So Harvard's going to have to change its ways. And so are some others.
On that note, a lot of CEOs in the United States, big companies, are for it. What is that going to do?
I'm fine with that. No, we want to do that. We're actually going to be doing something in the near future that's going to make it possible for people to come into this country and come in and, have a road toward citizenship. And I think it'll be very exciting, but it's too soon to speak. I do, but a lot of the people need remedial math. Did you see that? Where the students can't add 2 and 2, and they go to Harvard. They want remedial math, and they're going to teach remedial math at Harvard. Now, wait a minute. So why would they get in? How can somebody that can't add or has very basic skills, how do they get into Harvard? Why are they there? And then you see those same people picketing and screaming at the United States and screaming at, they're anti-Semitic or they're something. We don't want troublemakers here. But how do people that can't, when Harvard comes out with a statement that they're going to teach some of their students remedial math, that's basic math, that's not the deal. Okay, and anymore.
Other countries are considering shortening the 90-day pause on tariffs, and then are there specific steps you're looking for the EU?
We do. Well, we have a lot of requests, and you don't have the people to handle it. Frankly, everybody wants to make a deal. I'm sure now the European Union wants to make a deal very badly, but they just they don't do it right. They don't go about it right. The other thing they do is they sue our companies all the time. They have suits where their judges, I don't know if they're appointed by them, but they're definitely Europe-centric, and we're not going to stand for it. They won a $17 billion lawsuit for Apple, and I read that case, and that's not a case that should have been won. They're suing other of our companies. They use this as a weapon, but they use it really to raise funds for what they do. It's almost like a fundraising mechanism. So we add that to the fact that they do the non-monetary tariffs and lots of other trading, you would call them trading barriers. They don't take our cars. They don't take our agriculture. They don't take anything, but we take their cars by the millions. And therefore they have the jobs. They get the money, and we get closed plants. It's not going to happen that way anymore. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press.
Yeah, why didn't I get this notification?
Ladies and gentlemen,
the President of the United States, accompanied by head coach Todd Golden.
I don't care about this. Alright, yeah, when something happens, I'm gonna stick in there for a bit, but this is not looking good, bruv. So, we kept hanging around until 4:10 Eastern time, so my funded futures, flattened all the positions as usual. It's not a trade according to my strategy. I got excited, I thought about the news, all the money I could make if it moved, as it usually always does when Trump is talking, It did kind of, it went in the wrong direction, but it wasn't like a huge amount of volume, it wasn't like usual. And it was I think it was pretty good news. It should have blasted off. But anyway, what's done is done. Now I have 27 minutes to put in a trade for the pound dollar. We're gonna short. Oh yeah, and I have to close this position as well. I suppose we can keep it going. What's the difference? It's gonna be like another $5, or we could turn around. Who knows? I'll risk that $5. GBP USD. Why is it not there? Okay. 0.1 short. I'm gonna sell by market, and I'm gonna put my stop loss. Let's just put it on the map. We will target yeah, that seems right. This is a demand zone. Daily. See if there's anything weekly down there. Ooh, this is a demand zone. Weekly. Yeah, Byrne didn't talk about that. So I'm taking this tip from Skorupinski, Uncle Skorupinski. So there's loads of levels up here. He wants to short it. Maybe this is all he wants. 0.1, it'll be $241. It's a strong trade. This is a weekly demand zone, for sure. This one maybe doesn't count. Monthly's down here. Mate, we might hit this. Be a little bit quick about it. Hopefully we can do some preferred action, but preferred is where 33119. Hmm. Three 9481. That's the stop loss. Profit target, hopefully down here. 27640 or 2658. 27640 is what? Yeah, it's down here. Three 3163. That's no good. Oh my god, that is nothing. What do I make? I make 200. I lose 400. This is what I want to go for. I will start trading. Cool, and we're all set. That's it.